podcast.
Yes, sir.
Inning kind of bad, not bad.
But they were trying to push down people's throats.
Oh yeah, it did not live up to that.
Oh no talk about the pre-show match.
I didn't watch the pre-show.
Elias versus Apollo show matches are only just to waste time anyway. But I will say I like Elias. I guess I can't call him Elias Sampson anymore, but I do like Elias, and I hope WWE doesn't screw up his character. But I like where he's going. Hopefully he feuds with somebody other than Apollo Crews in the future, so he could get some real heat to him. Because the crowd, the way they react, crowd in a frenzy to get that heel heat on him, I like that. So I'm hoping they actually go somewhere with him. And Apollo Crews is Apollo Crews, so there's nothing need to be said about Apollo Crews. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that pre-show match.
You know, it's pre-show, so it's not a really big thing in my thing. So I didn't really watch it. I just kind of I started watching the pay-per-view. So once that started, that's when I watched it. And with just Jason Jordan versus The Miz, it was a good match. It was a very good match. I wish they didn't do the stupid storyline with Jason Jordan.
Are you talking the post-fight?
Well, I'm just being pretty much him being Kurt Angle's son has not worked out. They just need to scrap that. I think they should just try to do
It's too late now. They already went down that rabbit hole. You can't just say no, the test was wrong and pull a Mari segment. Or maybe they could. That would get pretty entertaining.
I mean, they've done it before. They just, they think the WWE universe will forget everything. So it's like, yeah, we're just gonna, hey, forget it. It never happened.
Yeah. Jason Jordan's in-ring work is really good.
It's great. Him and The Miz had a good match. It was a very solid match. The
Miz is The Miz.
Yeah, this is the best Intercontinental guy we've had in a long time. So,
Slam.
He might have wanted the break.
I guess, but it's just like he needs a bigger feud than Jason Jordan.
I mean,
how I feel about it.
I mean, in this episode of Raw, he fought after No Mercy. He fought Roman Reigns, so he might be getting that
push that he deserves. So,
yeah.
Well, yeah, that'd be nice. I have to go back and rewatch Raw because I missed it. So if we do talk about anything on Raw, it's just going to be me not knowing. So I'll try to avoid talking about Raw as much as possible in this podcast.
But Miz won, which was a good choice.
Yep, right decision.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that. I like the way it ended too.
Yeah, getting the Miztourage to interfere and help him with the victory. Jason Jordan went between the ropes. Curtis Axel hits him with the elbow, and the Miz does his finisher on him. And 1, 2, 3 was a good move.
Definitely the right call. I'm hoping that maybe they could develop the Miztourage into a stable because we need some depth in the tag team division. So it'd be nice if they might even do a Bo Dallas Curtis Axel kind of push towards earning some gold in that level too. But to be honest, I think this is building towards Survivor Series, and that's when we're going to see the feud play out. Especially after what you told me what happened on Raw.
I think we're going to get shit.
I'm assuming. I don't know. Should I wait for my prediction on the Survivor Series?
Yeah, we can do that.
I think would be on there?
Yeah, we'll do that for another one.
It'd be 2 more people added to it, so I didn't know where to put Braun Strowman on, if he would be on the Shield team or the Miztourage team, because Braun Strowman is definitely a face, so that confused me anyway. I was like, I don't know where I would put him in that situation. So that's a discussion for another time, obviously.
Yeah. But overall, the match was good. It you got the show going, which was a good thing that it did. I was
Yeah,
very impressed.
absolutely.
I was Jason Jordan always has. He doesn't have the best mic work. That mic work at the end was terrible.
Yeah, that was the worst part. The post-fight match
Yeah,
was the worst part.
and then
I know a lot
nobody.
of people, what people say is about Kurt Angle is you suck. You know what, Miz? You suck. That was I cringed hearing that.
I was like, he needs a lot of help on the mic. I'm not gonna lie on that. It was not a good ending.
Well, the WWE writers have to write something better than that too for him to use.
For sure.
But, yeah, because that was bad. That was just a bad line. Like any superstar that has multiple suplexes, I'm gonna gravitate towards anyway. Like I love seeing suplexes, different versatility of them. Like just instead of just a German suplex, doing one that goes for the pin or Northern Lights suplex. Those are all entertaining to me. That's some of the ring work that I gravitate towards. So I like and enjoy Jason Jordan probably a little bit more than maybe most people do.
Yeah, he's a great in-ring worker. He needs a lot of help on the mic and to make a personality for himself.
Should he have a manager?
I think Kurt Angle's kind of his somewhat manager. I don't know. I think that's what they were going with on that.
If they would have put a mouthpiece on him, like that might have helped. Like having a solid manager instead of doing the father angle, instead of just doing that and just linking them up with. Well, there are no managers nowadays. It seems like I can't even think of a male manager that would have been.
Paul Heyman's a manager.
Yeah, I know. Besides Paul Heyman, there's
The
no one
Authors
else.
of Pains
So,
have a manager.
yeah, the old Legion of Doom manager. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. They really need to bring a couple more managers back to help some of these guys, maybe, and I think that would help get them over. Like the crowd needs to be cheering for him, or bring Zeb Coulter back. Bring back the.
No, Zeb was not good at the end. I wasn't a big fan of Zeb.
Yeah, I like the whole gimmick that they had, and plus I loved Jack Swagger. So.
We the people. But overall, what would you grade that fight?
I'm gonna give it a solid B. I think they could do more together in the ring than that. So that's the reason I'm gonna just give it a B, because if it went on 5 minutes longer, I would have gave it a little bit of a higher rating, and I think eventually maybe they have the potential to. So I'm just gonna give it a solid B. A good start to the pay-per-view.
I'm gonna give it a B as well. I thought it was a good start to the pay-per-view. I actually didn't think I think it ran at the perfect time. It was. They didn't need to run 5 more minutes. That would have just dragged it on, and people would have got bored of it. But it was a good way to start start No Mercy. And then
Yeah, especially because the Miz is over in LA, of course.
oh yeah,
but
he was
Miz
over
is
in LA.
really over anyway. I really don't think he. Well, there is no heel and face anymore, so he's over because he is a heel. But he has also earned it with his mic work. So
Yeah.
really, really happy that the Miz is as popular as he is now.
All right, we move on to the second fight. Having a little trouble remembering the second fight. Was it the tag team, or was it the?
Second match of the night. It was not the tag team match. I don't believe.
Thought it was.
Hold on. Sorry, we did not be.
Yeah, we were not very prepared. I thought I was gonna remember him when I watched it, but I didn't remember.
I thought it was. It wasn't a Bray and.
Oh, Bray and Finn.
And Balor. Was
It
that
might
their
have
second
been.
match?
It might have been. I thought that was the third match. I don't really care about that fight. I was like,
Actually, surprisingly, it was.
care for it. I've already seen it. I didn't need to see it again.
You didn't like Finn Balor's new ring gear?
Yeah, it was fine. I just didn't care for the match.
I kind of enjoyed it. The ring work was better than I think any of the matches they did previous to that. Really like the chemistry. I think they developed chemistry over time, being in the ring so often together.
It was a pointless match, though. I did need to see it right after.
Yeah, yeah, I absolutely agree with all that. But regardless, I think they made it kind of work, even though I didn't really care about the feud anymore, and I'm pretty sure most of the WWE universe didn't care about the feud. But the beginning,
Because he was going to lose, just like he always loses.
yeah, well, he had to lose because Bray Wyatt is pretty much just a guy that puts other superstars over. It looks like in his career, if we look back at it, we used to think that Bray Wyatt was the one that was going to get the win to be put on that level. But looking back throughout Bray Wyatt's career, it's more about him putting over somebody else, or him being sacrificed to get somebody's what's the word I'm looking for? Like when the Undertaker beat him after he lost to Brock Lesnar, they put Bray Wyatt against him to get the allure of Undertaker back again.
Yeah, but that makes Bray not a god. It makes him useless. It's like anything he says now, you're like, I don't believe him.
Yeah, which hurts his promos now. So we can't even listen to a Bray Wyatt promo and enjoy it because of all the damage they've done with his.
I don't believe anything in his promo
in the
anymore.
matches. Yeah, because
Anytime
the track record shows he always loses.
Yeah, so why should I even care?
They have to do something to fix that, but I think the damage is already done. And the fans' response kind of reflects that, because he was white hot a year and a half ago. He was white hot, and now you'll still see the little fireflies when he comes out because his entrance is cool, but he doesn't get the reaction like he used to get.
Yeah.
And that's just a product of you can do great promos, but if you don't win in the ring and they don't give you opportunities to win in the ring, that's going to hurt your character, and that's what happened to Bray Wyatt. Finn Balor, what are your thoughts on Finn Balor? Where is he going after this match?
Nowhere. Once he got that injury, he's pretty much a dead superstar too. He should be going for the Universal Belt, but they're just using big guys.
So where does he go after beating Bray Wyatt? What's the next move? Do you think that where are they gonna insert him? Because I feel like he should be fighting like him and the Miz for the Intercontinental belt would be a good feud.
Yeah,
I
was about to say the Miz for the Intercontinental belt, but I think I don't know what their plan is for that.
I think the best feud would be Neville versus Finn Balor.
Yeah, but Neville's cruiserweight.
Yeah,
they can't.
But they're similar sizes. They are similar sizes.
What, they're gonna throw Finn Balor in a wasteless cruiserweights?
I don't even think it has to be. They don't have to do it just for a cruiserweight match or a belt or anything. They could just have a feud for some unknown reason. Do a backstage segment where they just bump into each other or something, and then something just sparks off out of nowhere. And you just build a feud out of non-cruiserweight, nothing. Just build it off of arguing over something stupid backstage, and just build that feud, and we see magic in the ring between the two, because I think those two in a match would be amazing, and I'd love to see that feud.
Yeah, I just don't think they're gonna take Neville out of the cruiserweights, because cruiserweights need Neville.
No, he could still be in the cruiserweight. So
yeah, but they need him at this moment. No one else is competing in the cruiserweight division.
Well, apparently, when we get to it later, they really don't need Neville as much as they think they do. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that match, but.
All right. Would you grade that match?
A B minus
B
because
minus.
it exceeded my expectations.
You
I didn't
actually.
care about the match going in, and it exceeded it.
Yeah, but you
So
see, that's the whole point. You didn't expect it and care for it. I'm gonna give it a C, C plus. Just for the
yeah,
fact
we're in
it
the
was.
same ballpark. Finn Balor does great. He's good in the ring.
Yeah, he is good in the
There's good
ring.
moments.
Bray
And
Wyatt's good
Bray
in the
Wyatt
ring, but
Wyatt is good when no Wyatt has his moments where he has bad matches, and that wasn't a bad Wyatt match though. So that's why I give it a B minus because Wyatt I've seen the best out of Wyatt when he fought Daniel Bryan at the Royal Rumble, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. Wyatt is really talented, and I've seen the worst of Wyatt when he's fighting Randy Orton at WrestleMania, which was a god awful match. And so that was more of the Wyatt that fought Daniel Bryan. I think he does better with the smaller guys. To be honest, I think when he's matched up with a smaller guy, they work a little bit better than when Wyatt has to fight the bigger, slower kind of guys, slower pace. So B minus. I think that's fair.
C plus. He knew Wyatt was gonna lose. It was a pointless match. They just wanted to put Finn Balor on the card. Um, he still has loads of talent. People still love him. I just don't know where he goes from here. They need to get rid of these big guys for him to have a meaning in the division.
I say Bray Wyatt goes against.
Doesn't matter. He's gonna lose.
I was
So,
trying to think of somebody at Raw that would match up well with him. I got Finn Balor's opponent, but I can't even think of who Bray Wyatt would even link up with because, well, it doesn't matter anyway because when it gets to Survivor Series, they'll just throw him in the heel team and that'll be where he's with. So
yeah, but he's just gonna lose. C plus for me. Moving on. Now it's the tag match. I remember that.
you were just so excited to get to the tag match that
Yeah.
you just wanted it to be the second match. You just
No,
wanted it.
yeah, I know, because this was the best match of the night. In my opinion, it was the best match of the night. Yet again, another tag match being the best match of the night.
What else is new? Tag match wrestling is not dead, Vince McMahon. You need to see that and utilize it more than you're doing.
Yeah, they do.
He did well. To give him his credit, they did let them go. They did let them go for a while. So
It might have been just like, kind of filler match it up.
possibly, but
But, yeah,
well,
I mean, not like a
when
bill,
you have
like
when you have Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins,
I didn't mean like a
you're gonna
bill
let
match
those
like that.
guys
I meant
go.
like a match that lasts long because we already knew Brock Lesnar wasn't gonna last long. John Cena won't last long, like super long fights.
It was that match was long enough.
Yeah, it was a little long. We'll get to that one in a second. But tag match, Cesaro and Sheamus.
Can I say something before we get to the actual match?
You always can say something. I don't know why you always say, "Can I say something?"
I just wanted to make sure before we get too deep into it. How is Dean Ambrose over more than Seth Rollins? The pop that Dean Ambrose gets when he comes out is bigger than the pop that Seth Rollins gets, and I just don't understand how that's possible.
Um,
The kids?
that and Seth Rollins has boring fights. I'm not gonna lie. Not all his fights are good. Some of them are good. He's off again, hot. I don't think he's good all the time. But Dean Ambrose doesn't have a good fight altogether. He always has to get somebody carrying him. But neither here nor there. The two people that, just like the two people that carried both of them in this fight, Cesaro and Sheamus, they worked more than Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins did. But they made this match really good.
Yeah, even in this tag match, Seth Rollins didn't do anything.
No, he didn't do much.
He had a one flurry, and then most of the time he was out of the ring, knocked out, which is weird.
Yeah, he was always hurt or something. Maybe he's hurt in real life and we just don't know about it. But
To them, to them, right off the bat, doing a Cesaro thing into the steel steps.
oh man,
Uh,
he got hit. I think he missed his hands on the pole, and or he just.
no, I'm not. I'm not talking about when he busted his teeth. I'm talking about where he swung Dean Ambrose into the
Oh,
steel
and the
steps.
silk
I
steps.
like
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then he got overexcited when he wanted to get jump to him getting his teeth busted out. He
Yeah.
tried to oversell the slingshot that Dean Ambrose pulled on him, and he was just. I think he was just so excited for selling in that match that he just.
I think he overshot it,
just a
and
bit.
he couldn't put his
Yeah,
arm up
it
in
was-
time, and it's like you got.
Yeah. And then immediately I think he turned around and went to his knees, and I couldn't tell at first. At first I was like, is this kayfabe or is he just selling it?
Oh no, he was not
Like
selling
this?
that.
Was this on purpose? Like at first I was thinking that, and then they showed his
His
teeth,
shoulder
and I
and
was
spit out a tooth, and he was just bloodied up, dazed and confused. Still rolled, still moved.
like- and then he was taking super kicks from Seth Rollins, like not less than 45 seconds after.
Yeah, I took that super
It was-
kick.
It was ridiculous. It was like that's why I thought I was like maybe it was state, but he just went on with it until they finally had Sheamus tagged in, and then he got some treatment outside the ring for a little
Yeah.
bit. But up until then, he was still doing his ring work,
Yeah,
still
he-
being the Swiss Superman.
Doing great things. It was just that move, and then the move off the turnbuckle was great.
The where he caught the Frankensteiner and lifted him up and powerbombed him onto Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, that move was great.
Yeah. I thought that should have ended the match. After a move like that, I thought it should have ended.
But it did not. They kicked out.
No, the match continued. Dean Ambrose, you can't keep him down.
You cannot keep him down.
I think him and Roman Reigns, they're the two superstars that'll kick out at anything you throw at them.
Roman Reigns is pretty much the kick out king.
They're close, though. They're close. Both of those guys are close.
But it was a good performance by the bar, as you would say, because that's their nickname now.
They set the bar. And speaking of that gimmick, I think Cesaro does it on purpose to be joking around about the bar when they do it. It feels like he knows how corny it is, and he says it with a little bit of sarcasm when he says, "We're at the bar." And you could kind of see it in his face about how stupid he thinks it is when he says it, which is hilarious to me. So props to Cesaro for recognizing that it's kind of a stupid gimmick, and your sarcastic tone really sells it for me. So way to sell a bad gimmick. I appreciate that.
But yeah, the end of the fight, it happened. Sheamus got Sheamus was trying to go. What was he trying to do? Attack Dean Ambrose.
He was about to bro kick Dean Ambrose, then Dean Ambrose dropped to the ring and played possum, and then tried the roll up, and Sheamus kicks out, and then
He runs at Dean Ambrose. Cesaro.
and then
He hits
is on the
Cesaro.
apron. Yeah, and he gets a bro kick. Cesaro takes a bro kick in the mouth with his broken teeth.
And then
Then they do
Seth Rollins turns him around, hits him with the high knee, and dirty deeds. You can't kick out.
Kick out.
I don't think
Yep.
anybody's kicked out of dirty deeds.
Nope. Never. Never ever. Never will.
Nobody will ever kick out of dirty deeds. It's the one move you can't kick out of. But
Yep,
this
very
match,
true.
this match will get an A for me. This was really
Yeah,
solid.
definitely A. Definitely A. After I can't give it an A plus because I've seen the New Day and Uso fight at SummerSlam, which you did not. I told you you should watch that match, and that's an A plus tag match. This is an A match, but if we're grading different brands, Cesaro and Sheamus, and Dean and Seth,
Yeah, it was
they're
good.
A. But the New Day and Usos are just a little bit better than those two tag
Well,
teams. But it was still
they have
it was
great
still
chemistry,
the best part of the
New Day and Usos. But yeah, I give this match an A. It was the match of the night. Probably people were going to disagree with that, but in our opinions, this was the match of the night.
I'd like to hear the people that disagree on what their match of the night is.
It might be a little Roman Reigns, John Cena.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
it's
surprised.
debatable.
Next match on the card was the women's, right?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
The Fatal 5-Way. The champion Alexa Bliss fighting Sasha Banks, Bailey, Emma, and Nia Jax. In this match,
Yeah, which is weird. Which is weird that they put this match on after the A tag match. You would think the cruiserweight match would have been in between, but I know why they put the cruiserweight match later to put it in between there. So it makes sense. But after having such a good match like that,
you get to the
think,
women. Which, I mean, the women's match wasn't bad. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
I enjoyed it. It was my second favorite match of the night.
It was alright. I knew what I was gonna get out of it. I knew what I was gonna get. Spots, quick finish, and that's what I got. Spot. Nia Jax had her spots. She had a cool move off where she had, was it Emma or Alexa Bliss?
It was Emma on her shoulders, and then Sasha was on the top rope.
Yeah, and then she lifted both of them up and did a Samoa drop on them, which was awesome.
Just like before she dropped them, she did a squat. She squatted to show her strength before dropping them. So that is a subtle thing that shows character development and knowing about playing to the cameras. Because she looked straight into that camera, did a squat, and then dropped both of them on their back, which was the best part of that too. Just that little subtle squat. Subtlety is a lost art in wrestling sometimes. So that was my favorite part of the match.
Yeah, but she had her spot, and then
she also took a huge bump. She took a huge bump.
Yeah, I think that it was the double power bomb or the quadruple power bomb, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
because
that was a big bump. The landing did not look nice for Nia when
no,
she
it
landed.
did not.
I was a little worried.
Those knees hit her face, and as big as of a body she is, that should not be happening.
Yeah. So, props to Nia for taking that. Like doing all that damage. It's similar to Brock Lesnar. When you do a lot of damage to somebody, it's nice to see them take the bumps just as hard as they dish out the damage. So I was pro Nia. I was hoping she was gonna win after that.
Oh, you knew she wasn't gonna win. It
Yeah,
was just like Braun Strowman when he wrecked everybody in that Fatal 4-Way. He wasn't gonna win.
Yeah, right. Emma had a good showing too. Like she showed a lot of good ring work. Bailey and Sasha, I don't know, like they just mailed it in or what. I feel like they didn't really.
They were alright. I like those. They had their moments. I didn't mind them. They look, when you know when Bailey's gonna get squashed, she gets annoyed probably, and she's like, man, fuck this. I'm just gonna mail it in. And she probably did that.
That's kind of the vibe I got. That's kind of the vibe I got from both of those competitors.
Well, I mean,
and plus Sasha. Well, Sasha and Alexa Bliss have real heat backstage anyway. So.
Well, I mean, because if you look at it, every time Sasha's won the belt, she's lost the belt.
Yeah, but that's on booking. It's not on Alexa. I don't know what's going on between them, but this is just rumors that they got something going on backstage. But you can't sabotage a match. Just like when Alexa and Sasha fought at did they fight? Was it SummerSlam that they fought? I think 1-on-1, and Sasha won. Yeah, I think Sasha won, and then Alexa took the belt back. I guess
The next day.
very next Monday night.
Yeah, the next day.
But that match, but that SummerSlam match, it was awful because both of them, because of how much you could tell when they work in the ring, they do not like each other because they will not sell a move for each other at all. At all. They won't sell anything. So you're just watching two people in a match that aren't selling, so that feud just can't happen because they hate each
But
other.
they've
that
had
much.
good
And I
matches,
think-
though.
I don't think Alexa Bliss and Sasha have ever had a good match.
Yeah, they
one-on-one.
have. They had some good matches. A couple good Raw matches, if I'm not mistaken. But
Maybe the Monday night one was a little bit better, but because they got a talking to from Vince on be professional, no matter what your personal beliefs are. Because I guarantee Vince McMahon saw the same thing when he was on the Gorilla watching the match. He probably saw it. He saw it because it was easy to see that they weren't selling at all for each other.
but neither here nor there. The match itself was okay. I just,
Alexa Bliss won. The right person won. As much as I was going for Nia Jax, I love Alexa Bliss. She's like the Miz of the women's division, which is good.
But nah, I actually didn't think it was the right move. Alexa Bliss is just, I'm tired of Alexa Bliss. Why is she the right person to hold the belt?
Because she's the best on the mic. Number one.
No, she's not the best on the mic.
I don't know who's better on the mic.
You don't remember the Bailey segment she had? She had one of the worst segments of the year.
Well, they set that segment up. They set that up. And that's not her fault. She's the best.
That is her
at
fault.
cutting-
She couldn't sell that segment. It was a bad segment, but
It was
she
a bad segment.
Yeah, but
So
she
you
made it
can't sell a
worse.
bad segment. She can't sell a bad segment though. Like if she's talking 100% like quick-witted, and
Even
you're
the
letting
Miz can
Alexa,
sell a bad segment. It won't be great, but it'll be good.
I'm not gonna fault Alexa for that. I'm just not going to. Me personally, I'm not going to because I've seen so much good promo work for her in the past, and I've seen nada from any of the other female superstars.
Sasha
on
Banks
Raw,
had great, better segments with Charlotte, by far. And Sasha Banks had decent ones with Alexa Bliss.
I think it's a little gimmicky for me.
Alexa Bliss is all gimmick.
No, I think Sasha's is a little gimmicky. It doesn't come off natural when Sasha is speaking because she's not a natural babyface. If she was a heel, I'd agree, but she's never been a heel in WWE besides NXT. So I don't think her being a babyface comes off natural, and I'm so used to seeing her as a heel in NXT that it just doesn't resonate with me. So I don't believe what she's selling me. Alexa, I believe what she's telling me, which is why I think she's a better promo worker than Sasha.
I think it was time for a new champion. I'm not going to complain about it.
You can wait. You can wait till TLC. You can get your new champion at TLC.
No, because it's going to make her lose in a no contest.
Nah, Asuka's definitely gonna win. She's undefeated. They gotta just keep that rolling. They can keep that rolling until WrestleMania.
Oh, you think so?
That'll be. I think so. I think it'll be an Asuka, Charlotte showdown, maybe potentially somehow, some way.
All right. But the way this match ended, Bailey
DDT.
Bailey did her belly to belly on her, and then
belly to Bailey. Belly
yeah.
to Bailey. Yeah.
And what else
Nia
happened?
Jax jumped in the ring.
Yeah, Nia Jax jumped in the ring, hit the leg drop on Sasha Banks.
That was a little earlier though. That was in the
No, that
very
was the
finale.
ending of that was the end of the match, and then
Oh, and then Emma interrupted the leg drop.
Emma knocked the leg drop, and then it was Forgot how Emma got taken out. Emma just got pushed out by Alexa Bliss and then the
Nice.
DDT. Or I forgot.
So nice. Just ask me what you'd like me to do, and I'll try my best.
Alexa, stop. Sorry. But yeah, and then the DDT. Apparently DDTs are in again. DDTs are in. You can't lose against them.
They outlawed DDTs because they were too dangerous. So it's nice to see a DDT. What? Jake the Snake Roberts ended matches on DDTs all the time. I don't think they're bad.
I just said they're making a comeback. I didn't say it was a bad move. I just said they're making a comeback.
I hope
I just
so,
said what's
'cause I
up,
love the DDT.
and nobody, and they all whatchamacallit too. They all finish them. Nobody kicks out of them.
Yeah, well, Dirty Deeds is not a DDT, so we're not gonna compare those.
So
I like the little snap. She was a little high on the landing because she did it too safe when she did it to Bailey. She needs to work on the suddenness of how Jake. Well, he perfected it. It was the cleanest DDT you could ever do, where he just snaps it real quick, and there's no lift at all. It's just your head is hitting the mat.
But
even though he's taking the brunt of it, laying it on it. Yeah, I could watch. If Jake Roberts broke down the perfection of the DDT, that should be a YouTube video.
But what else was I gonna say? Bailey getting the pinfall. They just want to just squash Bailey as much as they can, don't they?
I just don't think they know what they're doing with.
I don't think they like Bailey.
Bailey or Sasha. Bailey or Sasha too. Are they just gonna set up a feud between the two of them so they can have something for them to do, or?
I would assume so. I'm thinking they're gonna have a feud between Sasha and Bailey, make Sasha heel.
That's the only way to save Bailey, but Bailey's kind of like, she's not getting the crowd reaction, so I don't even know how well that will go
She
over.
got a crowd reaction in this one.
Yeah, she did. She did. And I was happy about that too, because I was worried she would get booed, like she did in Brooklyn, where they were booing her.
Brooklyn just booed her because, you know.
Was it Brooklyn that she got booed at? Or one of those Raw events where she couldn't perform and everyone was cheering. I was like, it's a little bit soon for us to turn on Bailey. It's a little soon.
They turned on Bailey for no reason. It's basically because of WWE don't like her. Vince doesn't like her. Vince doesn't like Sasha. I think that's why Sasha gets these belts and then they're like, nope, get rid of it.
Well, once they turn Sasha heel, she's gonna be the biggest woman on Raw.
No, Asuka's still going to be the biggest woman in Raw.
But Asuka's not going to be a heel; she'll be a babyface, I think.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Actually, I don't know what they're going to do with that.
WWE loves fucking good NXT
people that
guys.
come up from NXT. Yeah. So let's not act like Asuka's going to be this big superstar when nobody coming up from NXT has been a big superstar besides Kevin Owens.
And he's barely a big superstar. It's not like he holds the. It's not like his reign at Universal Champion was so great.
Right, but he's feuding with Shane McMahon, so I guess at least they hold him in high regard, which they should.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Owens is.
But we're getting a little off track from the No Mercy talk. The next match. You want to go on that one? You want to put your thoughts in that one? Great for the women.
B plus. Entertaining, a lot of good spots. Really happy that Emma had a good showing too, because they kind of held her back. She had a lot of nice moments, so I was happy with the structure of the match, and I enjoyed the person that won. I thought that was the right call, so B plus.
B
plus for me.
B minus. It was fine. You knew what you were gonna get in a fatal 5-way. Spots on spots on spots, and then yeah. Alexa won. It could have been. I would have been fine with Alexa or probably Emma. Give me somebody different for like a couple weeks. until Asuka comes, and then you could give the belt to somebody more valuable. But other than that, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I didn't mind it, but I just thought it was generic. And they rushed that ending, which annoyed the hell out of me, like they always do in the women's fight. It was quick. They were like, "All right, this is running a little too long. End it, end it. Just tell them to end it. All right, end it."
Yeah, they were worried about their two main events not getting in the time that they needed.
Oh, they got their time. Well, Roman Reigns and John Cena got their time.
Both of them actually got they got their time. Trust me. There's a whole lot of. All right, you want to get into that? So next match is Roman Reigns, John Cena.
You go ahead. I'm annoyed by this match.
So John Cena growing his hair out, cool. Looks a little weird. I don't know if he's growing that out for a movie or whatever he's doing.
He's taking a break.
Yeah, whatever. Good for him. His beginning antics in the past 2 matches that he's fought are just god awful, and I'm tired of it. And I'm glad he's taking it.
It was funny.
Like
I enjoyed it. It was like Shawn Michaels. It was like Shawn Michaels against Hulk Hogan at the beginning. When he got punched by Roman Reigns, he flopped around so high. It was funny.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
No, I'm not even talking. I'm talking about where he's joking around with the crowd the whole time, like he did when in the what's it called Baron Corbin match, where he just wasn't taking it serious because he kind of knew the result. He's like, yeah, it's no big deal. I don't really care. And then like reacted to the fans and doing because that wasn't part of the plan, I don't think, because you can't script the fans saying you sold out and then him walking out and walking up the ramp to leave. I was like, yeah, I know you're not leaving, so that was a little stupid. Just get on with the match. I didn't need all the. I hate when the match is so built up that the wrestlers wait on the fans to react to it. I don't like that. Just get on with the match. We don't need you to soak in and make us cheer or boo or chant. Get on with the match and we'll chant and cheer as we want to, as we please. Like, this is awesome chant will happen, and it happened before with the Shield and the Wyatt family, with them just facing off. But that happened right as soon as it happened. They weren't waiting around for that cheer to start. It just happened naturally. Like, they just wait so much because they're like, oh, let's milk this. Let's make sure we milk it for everything. And the LA fans weren't really responding.
They were good fans, though.
That great. No, they LA fans were really good for the pay-per-view, but I'm just saying, like, they weren't giving the response to the match like WWE thought they would. I don't think.
Yeah. Well, it's probably because the way it happened, the things in the match that happened. I was annoyed at the end of that match. Look, I can understand you kicking out of a nice little AA. The normal ones.
Everyone kicks out of the AA. Yeah, all the big guys do.
The normal one. You jump out of the. You kick out of the one off the turnbuckle. Okay, it's Roman Reigns. That's what he does. But but then to kick out of an AA, John Cena flips.
No, John Cena did not pin him on that.
No, I know. I'm saying
he just transitioned though.
Yeah, he transitioned, and then another AA, and he kicks out of 2 AAs in a row. This is supposed to be his finishing move.
Yep, it's supposed to be.
This is supposed to be his move, where it's supposed to be the end all be all, and he kicks out. How? And then Roman Reigns wins off of a Superman punch and a spear.
This is their mentality. Roman Reigns beats John Cena, and John Cena gave him everything he had. This makes Roman Reigns really good, fans. He makes him awesome. You should cheer for this guy. This is what they were hoping for. But for some reason, they don't see the other side. They only see that one side where it is awesome. He cannot be beat. You should cheer for him. The other side
He'll
is
never give up.
the other side is it's the people that don't like Superman. The people that don't like Superman, they don't like him because he is invincible. Anything you do to him, you can't beat him. And that's why people don't like Superman, because he's invincible. Whatever you do to him, oh, it's fine. He has his laser eye vision. He can turn back time. All that stuff. That's why people don't like Roman Reigns, in my opinion, because he's Superman.
I just don't like him because he kicks out of every fucking thing and it's annoying as hell. I'm sorry, you can't do all that shit and be like and make me believe that Roman Reigns is good because he does all this. No, if you want to make Roman Reigns good, just let him win normally.
I agree, and I like Roman Reigns too.
Yeah, I don't mind him.
I just don't like.
But
I just don't like
but
the
this
way
match
they
annoyed me for that
they
reason.
broke him.
Yeah, I was like, it should be over. He should lose. Nope, kicks out. I was like, really? Oh, we know how this is gonna go. And he's gonna win too.
Even
Sure.
if he would have won on a different circumstance, like just don't let him get 4 AAs and then have him win.
Yeah.
Like have him win in a different way. Like, come on. There's
and
multiple
have him
ways.
win. Have him
Win with a different finishing move that we've never seen Roman Reigns do instead of a Superman's punch and a spear. Like
Yeah.
have him win with a badass power bomb. That's not the one where he just lifts a guy up when he's holding his arm and slams him down. Have him do like a Razor Ramon type and do that or something like that, or a jackknife power bomb or something to relate to like the older superstars, so they could get a pop for him maybe, and people would be like, "Oh, that was cool."
No, but here's the thing. Roman Reigns won off his Superman punch and spear, but John Cena can't win with 2 AAs. What sense does that make?
John Cena's old, so that's why his body couldn't take it. I guess that'd be my reasoning. I don't know.
They didn't think that one through very well. They were like,
They never think Roman Reigns matches through very well because they always end the same way.
I mean, there's really not much to talk about other than the spots of the finishing moves. But
The spear
yeah.
through the table.
Oh, it was pretty cool. I appreciate John Cena taking the spear through a table.
Yeah, taking that bump. Good job, Cena.
But other than that, the
You
match
want me to
was
give you a grade?
yeah, because the match was okay. It was a B. A B
It's
minus.
C minus.
Yeah, B minus.
C minus.
Yeah, that's a
C
B minus.
for me.
Yeah, I switched
say
it.
C minus.
Oh, C minus for you? I gave it a.
Yeah, I say C.
I'll
C
give it a
minus.
C plus because it was okay, but it wasn't great. C plus. It wasn't better than the Miz first fight, so I can't give it a B.
If I would have gave it a B plus if when Roman Reigns got his hand lifted by John Cena, he would have fucking like, Superman punched him or speared him. I would have got a B plus for me.
No, they can't make their guy a heel.
So all that heat that they had, all those promos were for nothing, huh?
Yeah.
That was meaningless statements, and they were just like, "Yeah, I respect you now after this match, right?"
That was his kind of healed time, and now he's going back to babyface.
Right. Yeah, he's taking
Yeah.
the John Cena spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's back to
He's
babyface.
passing the torch. Okay, so we'll never see Roman turn heel.
No, you won't. But
So
moving
that
on.
merchandise.
I didn't watch this next fight. I was dealing with my son. So it's all this one's all you. I have a NA on the cruiserweight title fight. I am NA'd.
To be perfectly honest, I did take a smoke break. So I didn't see the entire thing, but I saw the last 5 minutes of the match, and Enzo was getting dominated like he should have because Neville was a great in-ring worker. Then Neville was trying to sell how he does because he's a heel now. He was going to the top and he's about to do his splash from the top. And he was like, "Nah, fans, I can't give you that because I'm a bad guy. So you don't get to see that." So he went down to the second rope and turned around and did a backflip Phoenix splash, I think they called it. He twisted through there. He missed it. Enzo. Enzo did a top rope move. I'm trying to think. Oh, he did a DDT from the top rope.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He jumped off. It was all right, and then could have looked a lot better, but he did that to Neville. Then eventually, Enzo goes out the ring carrying around the cruiserweight belt. Everyone that's watched the match has seen it, and he's carrying around. They get in the ring, throws it to the ref. Ref is giving it back to the timekeeper, kicks Neville in the below the belt, shall I say, and he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So we now have Enzo Amore as cruiserweight champion. I guess he's gonna go live off the gimmick of the late great Eddie Guerrero, and then you're gonna do a lie, cheat, and steal gimmick with him.
Awesome.
So, I'm not out on that gimmick. I love the Eddie Guerrero one when he did it back in the day. But Enzo, you got to be better in the ring. At least Eddie was good in the ring. Enzo is. I can't really sit through Enzo matches, so that's the bad part.
He just takes a bunch of beatings.
Give that match a D.
A B? Or a D?
D.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't expecting much from that fight in the match anyways. That's probably why I went to take care of my son. Then we move on. Then we move on to the main event of the evening.
I was so pumped about this match, man. I was really pumped.
Big men versus big men.
I was pumped. I was excited.
It was good.
Started off really well.
Yeah. You know, Braun Strowman showing his strength. He does his power bomb, which was cool. And you were like, oh shit. Is it going to be
power bomb with the running power slam, you mean?
Yeah, power slam. I'm sorry. I apologize. The running power slam, which was cool. I mean, the beginning was cool. Then it just, you know, then it just kind of, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I kind of like the storytelling in there where Brock was going for the Kimura for a long time.
Oh yeah.
The only bad thing was that Braun Strowman was definitely right at the ropes, and he could have reached out and grabbed it at any time.
He already grabbed the ropes.
Yeah,
he was in the corner and he grabbed the ropes, and I was like, "Is the ref gonna?"
I was like,
I was like, "Is the ref gonna tell him to stop?" Or what's going on here? He's grabbing the ropes here. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And then he fell down, and I'm like, just grab the ropes again. Grab the ropes, and then he's making it all dramatic.
What was it, like 3 minutes before he finally grabbed the ropes?
Yeah.
After he already was able to grab it before.
He grabbed it twice, too.
Like
The worst part, he grabbed it twice, and I was like, he's grabbed the ropes twice, ref. Like, just fucking end this already. But nope, sure enough, they're like, go ahead. Keep doing it.
Oh, going back to ref decisions, by the way, apparently there was no count out in the John Cena Roman Reigns match when all that happened.
There never is.
Okay, all right.
I have no point to argue about that. Refs do their own damn thing.
I want to point out consistencies. If you wanted to make it a no count out match, you could have, but they did not, and they ref just let it go on. But all right, back to the Beast versus the Beast. Or Beast versus Monster match.
Yeah, the Kimura thing was cool. The ref kind of fucked it though, by just letting it go on for that long. But other than that, it was just big man on big man.
I'm tired of Brock's suplex.
You tired of him?
Now? I'm tired of the over and over again suplexes.
Suplex City, man.
It was cool, but everything runs its course. And Brock needs to actually get back to the old Brock. Well, that will never happen.
No, he's a part-timer. You don't want to do all that work. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not, he does work now, but I meant, you don't want to do all that wrestling. He wants to keep it sweet, simple, and compact.
Yeah, because he doesn't need to, because he's getting paid all that much. Which is
Yeah.
why I think he needs to drop the belt or just move on, because there's plenty of other people that Brock is like, just use them for WrestleManias like they used to do Undertaker.
Ah, but then you won't be. Then you won't be. I don't know how to describe it. He won't be that title guy. He won't be the guy you fear all the time.
He'll be the one at WrestleMania that you think you're bad. You think whoever the baddest person on the planet is at that time in wrestling, you just unleash the beast. You say, we're gonna unleash the beast and see if you can withstand that, and then that puts that wrestler over. You just use Brock as putting people over instead. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you want Brock
Use them right way.
Does Brock want to lose all those matches?
He doesn't have to lose them all. He can win some. I think I'm pretty sure Brock would be down for fighting one time a year if they could figure out a payment when he still gets. I don't know how that. Because I'm pretty sure the only reason he's doing it now is for the pay. It's definitely that, because Brock's always been, in my opinion, financially motivated. He does what he does. Because if UFC would have paid him more, he would have went to UFC again.
Yeah, but neither here nor there. Bunch of suplexes. Another push-up power slam. A running power slam. I'm sorry. It was just, and then another quick finish, like they like to do.
Yeah, should have Braun Strowman been able to just be done with after F5, I guess. See, that's where storyline telling.
I mean, he is a monster, but yeah, he can't kick out of an F5.
But Roman Reigns can kick out of 4 AAs like we just saw earlier in the night. Like,
Yeah.
there needs to be some consistency. Somebody needs to tell the Reddit. You have to have consistency in your storytelling. And I'm pretty sure Roman Reigns has probably kicked out of a F5 before.
I think he has. I'm pretty sure he has.
So you're telling me Braun Strowman can't, but Roman Reigns can. All right.
Yeah. That's basically what they're telling you.
But I do love Braun Strowman. I think he's, for a big man, as big as he is,
Braun's awesome.
He does a lot of good work, man.
Yeah,
He
Braun's
does a lot
awesome.
of good work.
He's an athlete, man. He can move quick for a big guy.
And I don't think putting the belt on him is even the right move. I don't even think he needs to have the belt. I think you just do whatever without the belt. You don't need to put a belt on Braun Strowman.
No, you don't. Just
You
make
just
sure
have
he
him
doesn't
destroy
lose.
it.
Just make sure he doesn't lose to somebody he shouldn't lose to.
Right. Which is why I didn't like the rush to do the Brock Lesnar Braun Strowman match anyway.
You can't say that because you just said you think.
I was pumped. I was pumped about it.
No, you said Brock shouldn't be a part timer. He should only do WrestleMania.
Right. So I'm saying that it could have waited till WrestleMania.
Well, then who would hold the title? No, we already. You know what WrestleMania is?
No, I'm
Reigns,
not saying.
Brock
No,
Lesnar.
I'm not saying Brock Lesnar should have the title now either, though. No, I'm saying that the Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, they got excited for the reaction I got at SummerSlam and the Monday night before. So they couldn't wait because they get so excited when they see a crowd reaction like that. They feel like they need to.
I think that was
put
they
on
already
the
planned
next
that.
pay-per-view.
I think they already planned it. That's why they did SummerSlam like that.
I guess so, maybe, but you could still hold off. What happened to patience? Just wait.
That was a
For a one-on-one
good
match.
time to do it, because he's not. Brock Lesnar probably won't be at Survivor Series. Well, he might actually. I'm not gonna say he won't, but there's a chance he's
Yeah.
not gonna be at Survivor Series.
I just don't like seeing matches that I've seen before multiple times, and that's my biggest pet peeve.
You didn't see that one multiple times.
Well, I'm going to eventually, though. I think I'm going to see it at TLC, or I'm going to see it down the line, because that's what they do. They just put on multiple matches with the same superstars. So I'd be willing to wait, and you just build that fever. Because when's the last WrestleMania match besides a part-time superstar that's been in there that we haven't seen before?
I don't know. It's been a while.
I was gonna think maybe it was the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns one back at WrestleMania 30.
No, because they fought before that. I thought they fought in the first pay-per-view after before that.
So,
But
I just want something safe for WrestleMania, but they never do.
no,
Unless it's a part-timer and Triple H, because they think that Triple H or The Rock coming back is the same, but it's not.
no, they always push. They always push too soon. Just like the Bailey thing, they pushed Bailey to the belt right quick, and then that got her ruined. They pushed Shinsuke Nakamura too quick, and he's getting fucked. I don't know who else did they.
Yeah,
push.
unfortunately, we can't talk about SmackDown tonight and all the bad things that are going on over there.
SmackDown's fucked. Raw's a better program right now because they didn't do stupid things and put the belt on somebody that's got like Jinder Mahal. Like, what if Raw put the Universal belt on like Curtis Axel, and you're just
Curtis
like,
Axel?
yeah, and you're like, what? That makes no sense.
No.
Or like Bo
That's pretty
Dallas.
much what they did. Yeah, that's pretty much what they did on SmackDown.
Yeah, just to try to get an audience in India.
Yep, that is true. But what was your rating on the match before we get too far into our SmackDown tangent?
Probably a B, B plus. Between a B and a B plus. It's like a half plus because I'm not gonna say it was a B plus, but it wasn't a
I was gonna say
B.
I'll give it a solid B, just a B.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, it's not like a B plus. It's not like it's not in that general.
That Kimura, that rope thing that we were talking about, where he was at the ropes, kind of bothered me a little bit too much, and the fact that he got finished with the F5 and that was it. That bothered me, but it was still a fun match. It just didn't live up to my expectations either. So I was hoping to see some more destruction.
Oh yeah, I was too. I was hoping to see some side railings broken, some tables, and something
But
new.
to me,
like
when
the steel steps bent in.
Yeah, when the Roman Reigns and John Cena match happened, where they both got thrown into the steel steps and went through a table, I was like, probably not going to see anything else. That's what I was thinking. They used it all for that match, unfortunately.
Yeah, but how cool would it have been if you saw some steel steps that get like bent in from a hit or like a block, and you just be pumped.
Yep. So yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement in that match, but I was glad it wasn't like quick, like some people were thinking it was going to be a quick squash match. So I'm glad they let them use some time.
Yeah.
Instead of the Goldberg Brock Lesnar type matches.
But yeah. So overall, No Mercy. What's your full grade of No Mercy?
Overall, B minus. The top matches didn't live up. Earlier matches did, but for you to get over a B, in my opinion, you have to have your main events live up to main event status, and unfortunately, they did not for me.
Yeah, I am gonna say it's a forgettable pay-per-view. There's some good spots. There's a cool thing. Cesaro gets his teeth rocked in. If you want to watch Cesaro lose some teeth or get him pushed four
every
millimeters.
pay-per-view that Cesaro is gonna be like the biggest thing now.
I don't know.
He's got two pay-per-views now: SummerSlam and No Mercy, where he's the biggest star of both pay-per-views.
4 millimeters, his teeth got pushed back.
Oh God.
If you want to watch him get his teeth rocked back into his mouth, you go ahead and watch that. But other than that, it's forgettable. It's a B minus. It's more spots because you got a 5-way match. You're gonna get spots. Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar is a spot match. Roman Reigns and John Cena is a spot match. And there's no like good technical wrestling. Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor,
That's why you go to SmackDown. See, you were just talking about SmackDown's not
No,
as good.
SmackDown's shit. SmackDown's shit. I
You
haven't
can't have a shit show with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens though.
Yeah, but you know how many times they buried that to the point I was like, yeah, I've seen it. I'm ready to move on.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
just talking about two. Like AJ Styles doesn't put on a bad match.
no, but get AJ Styles a title match already. Can we just end this Jinder Mahal shit? Like, for fuck's sakes, you're wasting AJ Styles in this nonsense.
Just get us to AJ versus Sensei,
Yeah,
and
we'll be good to
we'll be
go.
good on Friday. Yeah, come on, hurry up. We're waiting.
But
Oh, even though I was talking about patience earlier for Raw and
no, that
WrestleMania, so I
it's a
guess.
different type of patience with that. They needed to be done with that already. Like, it should have been done a long time ago.
But I'm not going to be a hypocrite and complain if they don't do that match. So I'm willing to wait till WrestleMania to see
Oh,
those
I'm
two
willing to
fight.
wait for that too. But I'm just saying they need to get rid of the that they need to give Ginger the belt off the belt off of Ginger. I'm sorry, but their pay-per-views
Yeah,
in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Hell in the Cell, right?
Hell in the Cell.
Oh, can't wait. A+ match definitely coming up. I hope that I'm gonna say.
I'm assuming you're talking about the Usos versus New Day again.
Yep. I don't know. It'll be surprising though because they really can't outdo what they've done before. But can't wait. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Hopefully Ginger loses the belt then. But other than that, could be the end of the No Mercy review. We were gonna catch you guys later.
Yes, sir. Thanks for listening.
And if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe.